Welcome, everyone, to the Tethys Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Yardmaster, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
And we're shifting back to the Empire for this one with the TIE Advanced X1, also known as Vader's TIE.
We're also going to be touching upon the ship that this thing would eventually be turned into. The somewhat mass-produced, TIE Avenger.
Yeah, limited production. There, I I count I basically count three different types of craft for things like that, for production types. Prototypes only. Those, in terms of Gundam, in terms of the Gundam franchise, that would be like the Gundams themselves. Limited production. These would be like Ace Combat, Ace machines or special units, and mass production, like the TIE Fighter, the Zaku, the Jim,
Those.
etc. Yeah. So the X1 is a prototype. The Avenger would be limited production.
Regardless, let's get into the lore of this thing. Designed specifically by Darth Vader himself, utilizing his experience as a pilot. Hint, hint, he used to be Anakin Skywalker, but everyone knows this by now.
Yep.
As a shielded, heavily armed TIE variant. The ship has concussion missiles, laser cannons, heavy shielding for a craft of its size, and is very, very deadly.
Yes. And in one notable and Vader is not just capable of flying this thing the standard way. In one notable instance, he was standing on top of the thing as it flew through an atmosphere, flying it with the Force, just to make a dramatic entrance.
Anakin Skywalker is such a drama queen.
Yeah, and being turned into Darth Vader didn't dull that one bit.
Regardless, the TIE X1 is so deadly that if it showed up at all, the rebels would probably be going, screw this, we're leaving. And let's be honest, can we blame them at all?
No.
Now
because
the X1 subtype was put into very, very, very limited production. Some actually fought during Endor.
Yeah.
However, it wasn't good enough for the Imperial Navy to just have a few of these things. They needed a lot more to replace their... What are those gunboats called again? The assault gunboats?
Cygnus Star Wings.
Yeah, I like those, but they're not exactly great. So, the Imperial Navy needed to find a way to mass-produce these things. To a point. Enter the TIE Advanced Production Type, otherwise known as the TIE Avenger, which is basically an interceptor if it and the X1 had a baby.
Yeah.
In short, this thing has the interceptor speed and the Avengers, the advanced X1's armament.
Yeah, well, actually, I think it.
Yeah,
if I remember, if I remember correctly, it had in the TIE Fighter games, the Avenger had dedicated warhead launchers, as well as 4 laser cannons on the wingtips,
and what appears to be podded guns in the nose.
Yeah.
Might as well make a special rule for swapping out weaponry. You know, maybe weaponized tractor beams, or just add more laser cannons, a special rule.
Right. Well, I'm not quite sure how to deal with that, so we'll leave that to the viewers in the comments.
Yes,
Please, feedback. Feedback is good.
feedback is necessary. Now, after its debut, many TIE Avengers were stolen by some Imperial upstart, which did not help it in any way.
Yeah.
However, the Avengers still proved to be one of the most deadly craft ever built. Where regular Rebel pilots, they don't like these things. In fact, there's a reason they have the nickname Bright. Because these are bright TIEs. These are essentially X-Wing killers. Though the most famous X-Wing killer is the TIE Hunter, which we will not be touching upon because that's its own thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I believe... Actually, no, that was the TIE Defender. I was going to say Vader actually flew one of these prototypes, but he didn't.
No.
Ah, Harkov, that was the name of the guy who stole the TIE Advanced.
Yeah.
Anyway, these things are still deadly even decades after Endor.
Yeah.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I almost wonder why... I get... it's too bad these things are EU only. Or Legends only.
Screw Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, the TIE Defender is very unique looking.
But this... Yeah.
This
Alright.
is basically a interceptor on steroids.
Yeah. Alright, let's get to statting these things. Starting with the X1.
It's probably going to have pretty heavy shields.
Right. Yeah, well, let's see. So,
I'm
the
almost tempted
X...
to say it's a runabout.
Oh.
Almost.
The Vader's tie?
Yeah.
That could work. Alright. Runabout it is. This thing is going to be tanky. Alright. So, Runabout's base of 29 system points in 2200, increase in intervals of 10 years. So with our 2250s equivalent, this thing is going to have 34 points. So I'll start by just doing 30 to put 5 points in everything. Now we have 4 more points. 1 point each in engines, structure, and weapons. So that's comms 5, computers 5, engines 6, sensors 5, structure 6, weapons 6. 1 more point.
Probably into engines.
Alright, engines 7. That brings power and shields up to 4.
Nasty.
Yes. Now.
But it's Vader.
Yeah. Now, runabouts have 4 department points, the most of any small craft, and 2 talents. So let's see.
Be fitting for the TIE X1.
So for department, yes, for TIE fighters, for departments, I'm going to put 2 points each in con and security for the X1.
The TIE X1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're so used to talking about Rebel craft.
Yeah. So let's see. Talents. Talents. Um,
Fast targeting systems. These things are dedicated to ace pilots.
fast
Which,
targeting systems.
well,
Fast targeting systems. Yeah, that works.
how high is Darth Vader's still kill count?
Yeah. Let's see.
And
I
anyone
think-
flying the non-Vader variant is probably going to be a badass pilot. So,
Yeah. I'm thinking for the second talent, I'm thinking either improved improved sublight drive, or improved maneuverability. Well, either reskinned versions of either improved impulse drive or improved reaction control systems.
probably RCS.
All right.
Which
So,
kind of brings us to a somewhat rant. We're well aware that these things are supposed to be representing World War II dogfighters. We get that.
Okay.
We understand that. That's kind of the appeal of the whole thing. Spectacle and all that. Everybody
Yeah.
loves the Battle of Britain.
Yeah. So improved reaction control systems. What do we reskin it to?
Enhanced repulsor drive. These things are using repulsor units. They are capable of hovering in atmosphere.
Improved repulsor drive. Okay. So and traits: Imperial fighter, Vader's craft. Yeah, Vader's ride. And let's see. And okay, so now we go to the TIE event and special rule hyperdrive. Oh, and it also has the deflector screens.
Anywho,
Yep.
back to
Anyway.
the Avenger. I'm kind of waffling a little bit. I do have a little bit of a bias towards the Empire, personally. I'm going to fully admit that.
Yeah.
But the Avenger really should be... Is there a way to compromise between shuttle and runabout?
I don't think so. It's either shuttle or runabout.
Because these things are really formidable. Hell, in some cases they're probably even more formidable than the X-1. I mean, it has more guns than the X-1 ever could.
Right.
Screw it, we'll just treat it as a runabout.
Okay.
Well...
Yeah. All right. So let me get the. All right. So let me get the talent stuff in here. Okay. So systems wise, I'll start with the same thing we had for the X1. So comms 5, computers 5, sensors 5, engines 7, structure 6, weapons 6. I'll drop computers, comms, and sensors down to 4 each. Sort of more standard, less focus there, to put 2 points in weapons and 1 in structure.
Mm-hmm.
Same department spread though. 2 con, 2 security 2.
Nasty little bastards, aren't they?
Yeah. For weapons, we'll give this thing laser cannons and let's say concussion missiles.
Yeah, they are actually armed with concussion missiles in the game. They can also be armed with proton torpedoes.
Yeah. Yeah, they can use... Yeah.
And according to this, I'm actually looking at the article, it's equipped with a tractor beam.
Huh.
That might
I'll
actually be what those little nodes are.
Yeah,
Little
I'll stick
tractor
that.
beam emitters.
I'll stick that into tractor beam scale strength 1.
That's a freaking amazing. These things use effectively the same tactics the Borg use. Snag a target, beat the crap out of it. Minus the assimilation, of course.
Yeah. And same talents, fast targeting systems, improved repulsor drive, same special rules, hyperdrive propulsion system, and deflector screens. Descriptor traits, Imperial Fighter.
For Relentless Ace. Because you had to fly 20 missions. 20 missions as a TIE Interceptor pilot to become a TIE Avenger pilot. What's the mortality rate again?
I don't know the exact numbers, but it's pretty high.
Yeah. So, let's use a quote from, I believe it was Corin Horn? Not entirely sure. Oh, yes. Kyle Katarn. Your generic TIE grunt is just plain suicidal, and the TIE Defender jockey is bloodthirsty. But the TIE Interceptor pilot, he's suicidal and bloodthirsty. If you see a squad of these maniacs fly away, you better hope your hyperdrive is operational. That quite easily applies to the TIE Avenger for perhaps obvious reasons. The pilots of these things used to be interceptor pilots.
Indeed.
You are 11 different kinds of screwed if you're facing a TIE Avenger in a Wars fighter. In a track craft, though, you might have a chance.
Yeah.
A higher chance because, let's be honest, comparatively, they're not exactly the best.
Yeah.
But I still would respect them.
Yeah.
So that is the TIE Avenger. The limited production anti-son-of-a-bitch machine that is the X-1.
Yeah. Of course, the Imperials have an even better anti-SOB machine.
They got 2 of them. But we won't be touching on those next time. Bye-bye.